Good morning, stamping friends. Thank you for joining me today. I know I'm normally here on a Tuesday, but today's Monday, and there's a reason for that. I'm coming on a day early because I'm going to launch my June class to go. And so I just wanted to share with you the projects and the product that you'll get in that class. And then that way I can have everybody's class things ready to go for ordering. Now, one thing that sometimes happens is we Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we tend to flock towards the products that are available on our pre-order because we get a chance to play with them. So I know this bundle that I'm going to share with you today is a very popular item and that it's probably going to go back order. I don't know for sure, but I know that their inventory is down a little bit. So by offering this early, I can have everything ready to go so I can order on day one of the launch of the catalog, and then that way hopefully I'll get all my orders in the first round. You can still order it up until June 15th is the RSVP deadline, but for those that sign up right away, those orders will get put in right away, so the chances are pretty good that you'll get the product right away. All right, and then the other thing I wanted to share with is that there's an awesome deal going on if you sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, don't forget, being a demonstrator does not mean that you have to do classes like I do or do online or anything. It just means that you're a discount shopper and that you know, you can get all of your products at a discount. So the special that they're having is they're offering one free bundle in the catalog, and that means it's a stamp set with dies or a stamp set with a punch. And I think the most expensive one is like $59 something. So in addition to your $125 that you pick out for $99, you get an additional bundle in there. So it's really a great value. Now remember, if you are on my team, any of my tutorials that I do, I share with my team for free. So that's another perk. If you want to join my team, please let me know and I'll help you get signed up, and you have all those fun new products from the new catalog to choose from. So, all right, let's get going on the bundle I want to share with you, and we will also do a quick little make and take that you can use with the same bundle, but the one that I'm going to show you today is not included in the PDF, but it's pretty fast and easy. All you have to do is keep watching the video. All right, let me get this set up. Zoom a little bit more. Okay, so as you know, I always put my host code there. It helps a lot if you could use that code when ordering, if you see anything that you like. All right, the class to go is going to feature probably one of my most favorite sets in the whole catalog called Jar of Flowers. And this set is very versatile. There's so many seasons you can use these flowers for, even into fall. And there's a cute little mason jar, and there's a punch. A lot of times they put dies with bundles, but this time it's a punch. And if you're like me, punches are faster and easier than dies. I mean, I love and use dies, but this is even faster. So I am, just to give you an idea, get my trusty ruler here. This is about 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/2. So that's about the size you're looking at for this. All right, and then let me show the other products that are included in this bundle that you'll get. I'm throwing in the Bumblebee gingham ribbon. It's about 1/4 inch wide. And remember, with my classes to go at different price points, so you can get the works, or you can shave off a few products, or you can get the tutorial. These are the really cute enamel dots, and they're probably about, maybe not even 1/4 inch in diameter. Then you get these pretty note cards. You'll get all 5 of the in colors. This is the Magenta Madness one, but they're white on the inside, so they're easy to use as note cards. And then they have a cute little white poke or dot border around it, and they're already scored, so those are in all of the in colors. Then this is one of its best features. You'll get a set of these note cards, and you get 2 of each color. There's 5 in colors, so you'll get 10 envelopes and 10 note cards. But aren't these cute? The insides are colored, so you don't have to do anything. It goes all the way down. So, and these are a little bit larger than our normal A2s. So it's about, maybe 6 inches in width. So you're gonna need a little bit bigger envelope, so it's nice that they come with this. All right, we're also gonna use these mason jar shaker domes, so you can put things inside of it. So it's a shaker and it's kind of 3D-ish. These will definitely require extra postage, but for those people that you give them to, you know, you can just put them in an envelope and it'll be a little bit bulky. But all right, let me share with you the cards that I've designed that will be in with this bundle. The first one is a little, there's a cellophane wrap around the flowers, and it just kind of looks like you're giving flowers to someone. It says, "It's your day." You could use this for many different occasions, and then it uses the new background embossing folder. We're going to use that today on the Make and Take. Then this one is the Moonlight, let's see, Misty Moonlight. I'm still learning the names of these. Okay, and then this paper on the back is called, oh gosh, you'd think I'd know these in good taste because this is the pack I've used the most so far. Isn't that pretty? It's just kind of like paint on a canvas. And it just has that ribbon again, and I'm trying to use all the product that you'll get in with the bundle. Then this one is, I made my own little palette board. I actually even sliced them and kind of frayed the edges and inked them up. And so anyway, this one's a true palette board. And then this is just clear window sheet on there. So it's the see-through mason jar. Then this one I made into a window. You don't always have to put the jar with your flowers. So this is just a window box, flower box, I guess. And it's just popped up a little bit so it stands out, and this is a birthday card. And the last one, I used the shaker dome, and it's a cute little sunflower flower arrangement, and then it has the shaker dome, and I actually put real sunflowers in, and it has kind of a burlap trim, so that one was fun to work with as well. So let me share with you the price breakdown on this. The class is called Jars of Flowers, Class to Go. And in the option A, which this is really a good deal, you can price them out when you get the catalog and see how much you're saving. So for $75, you'll get the Jar of Flowers bundle, which is the flowers stamp set and the jar punch. Then you'll also get that ribbon I showed you, the mason jar shaker domes, there's 10 in a pack, those enamel dots, that flower for every season cards and envelopes, which like I said, you get 2 of each color, so you'll get 10 cards and 10 envelopes. You'll get the PDF for all 5 of those projects that I just showed you. You'll also get the Make and Take. So I'm going to cut all that out for you, except for the product that you will be getting. I won't cut that for you because that's why I put it in there. So like for the ribbon, you can just tie your own bow with the ribbon. It's all that other thing, all the other things that I cut and we'll have ready for you. So if you do the $75 order, I'm going to order the products right away because they'll just ship right from Stampin' Up. And then I will have the Make and Take sent to you separately from me, and that will be done the week of June 15th. And then the reason that's a little bit later is because it just takes too long to do onesie orders, so I wait until they're all in and then I cut them all together, and it just goes, as you know, it goes faster assembly line. So, and then I'll send the PDF sometime before the 15th, so you can watch for that in your email. Now option B is $42, and you're still going to get the ribbon, the shaker domes, the enamel dots, the card bases, and you'll also get the PDF, the Make and Take, and then the products and the Make and Takes will be mailed to you from me, priority mail. And so I will try to get those ordered as I get them, but just know June 15th is the deadline. So if you wait till June 15th to order, it's going to be even later. Earlier is better, especially in case they go back order. And then option C is just you want the PDF. That's $10, and I should get that to you right away. Just give me a few hours in case I'm not right in front of my computer when I get it. And then I have an optional add-on, which is itty bitty birthday wishes. And I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of the sentiments, actually all of them, are from that set. Isn't that cute? Happy birthday there. And there's another one, birthday wishes, time to celebrate, and it's your day. And I'm going to show you the stamp set because it really is kind of a must-have. You can make almost any card that or any image that we have into birthday, and so you just need a really good basic birthday sentiment set. So if you want to add that on, there's a place in the order form where you can add that on, and that will come with your order as well. All right, so I will have the links for the registration on my blog and on the Facebook pages, so I would love for you to join us. Don't forget, I'm really trying to avoid the back order situation, so earlier is better in this case. All right, the next thing I want to mention is June 3rd is the day that this catalog goes live, so I hope that you're ready for it. If you still don't have a catalog in your hands, I will post the link on June 3rd. However, you know how much better it is to have a book that you can look through and put post-it notes and things in. So make sure you get a hold of me and let me know, and we will work something out here. All right, let's do the little make and take I have for you. I'm using the Jar of Flowers stamp set, of course, and this is the card. And like I said, it uses that embossing folder. It's called, I had to write it down because you know me, I'm trying to remember all the new names of everything. It's called Old World Paper 3D. So let's get started on this. I wanted to show you kind of a faster and easier way to make this card, because a lot of the examples that you're going to see on Pinterest and from other demonstrators, everybody is fussy cutting everything out. And I thought, oh my goodness, not everybody's a fussy cutter. So I'm going to show you how you can make this card without doing any fussy cutting, and it looks just as nice as if you took the time to fussy cut. All right, we're going to start with our base, and this is Calypso Coral, and I just cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, scored it in half on the long side at 5 1/2, and then just fold it, and there's our card base. The next color we're going to use is Bumblebee. Isn't this pretty? It's kind of in between Daffodil Delight or Crushed Curry, but it's not the same, but similar. So for this one, we're just going to adhere it to the front. And I think I told you the dimensions, 5 1/4 by 4. Now for the next card base, we are going to use Whisper White, and I use that embossing folder I told you about, and we're just going to cut it 1/8 smaller than this one. So we are talking 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I try to write them on the back so I don't have to keep looking at all my notes here, because I have notes everywhere. Oh, lots going on with the change over to the new catalog. You'll have to tell me what some of your favorite sets are in the catalog for those of you that have seen it already. All right, so this one's just going to be a little bit tighter, a tighter fit to the base. I'm one who likes tight fits. Oh gosh, I did, you know what I did this morning? So I had a little piece of paper in my trimmer, and silly me, I was going to get the piece of paper out with my finger, which ran across the blade. So this could be a Halloween bloody card if I'm not careful, because I think I just irritated it again. Oh my goodness, it's always something. Last time it was the amputee where I cut the leg off. This time it's going to be a bloody card. Oh man. Oh well, just gotta laugh. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to make this so you don't have to fussy cut. First thing we're going to do is just take a basic post-it note, and I'm sure you've probably done this before or heard about it. It's called masking. And by the way, when I stamp or when I ink these up, I tend to, instead of going like this, I always seem to get lighter in the middle. So I like to do the opposite and pound, not pound, tap, 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 from, by leaving the stamp down and just inking it up from above. All right, so we're just gonna stamp like this and make sure as much as you can get towards the top, because that's where the sticky part is. And then you're just gonna take your paper snips and start trimming. And I'm not gonna do this all for you, but you really only have to trim the bottom part because that's the only part that we want to mask. So pretend like I did that. When you get over to about this side, just cut straight up because that really doesn't matter. But you are gonna have to go in and out of all these little things. So when you're done, it looks like this. You can see I've already used it, but see how it's very detailed around this edge, but the top really doesn't matter. All right. And then I did the same thing with the jar. I made a mask. Again, you can just trim off the top because really it's just the bottom part that I want this for. Okay, so once you do that, just set those aside. Now let's stamp on the real thing here. So this is from Stitch So Sweetly Dies, and this is about 3 by 4 inch, and it's just on Whisper White. So we are going to ink up that same sunflower image and doing it kind of backwards where the stamp is upside down. And let's see if I can get this from the angle in that. All right. That's a nice dark image. Now we want to grab that mask that we made and just set it right smack on top. By the way, when you're cutting out this mask, you want to cut inside the line and not outside of, because if you cut outside of the line, I should have done one just to show you, there's going to be a gap and it's not going to meet up exactly. You're going to have a little white space in between and it'll look like it's kind of floating. All right, the next thing we want to do is stamp the jar. Now, the jar has two sides. This one is the outline image. The other side is a solid image. Say you wanted the jar to be a color or something, then this is a solid image here. All right, so we just want the jar outline. So again, ink it up, and I'll go backwards again because I have done it and it got lighter. I like to move the ink pad up and down on that. Now we just want to go up a ways because we want the flowers hanging over a little bit. Okay, like this. Now we want to add the flower stems in here. So I have really been playing a lot with this. As you can see, I made quite a few examples, and I prefer to do my stems. I used to do it in black, and sometimes I still do, but I prefer to do Old Olive because it's a darker green. And this time, let's see, yeah, we'll leave that stamp on there, or that mask on there. So I go the darker green, and then when I color it in, I use my blends, and I use the light Old Olive. Now, I have to tell you a little secret here. My eyes were going buggy when I was doing this. I could not follow. See how tight those paths are? So did you ever play those maze games when you were little? Like you had to start at one point and end up here, and you know, you'd try going through the maze and you'd hit a dead end. Well, I soon figured out at a young age that if you go backwards, it was easier. So it's kind of like that with this. You want to start at the bottom and go up, because then it seems that you can follow these lines better. Like if you start up there, it's hard to know where to go. Once you try it, you'll understand what I mean. So just start at the bottom and follow that line up till the end, and it'll be so much easier. But see how nice it turns out when you have a darker color on the outside and the lighter on the inside? If you did the same color, you won't really see the outline of it. So I've done it with soft suede and crumb cake, lots of different combinations, but it's just easier that way. All right, now we're gonna do one more little thing. I added this right before I went live because I thought, oh man, this jar is totally floating. So I put a mask on this, and then I took a stamp, and you might already have, a lot of our stamps have just like a little watercolor wash in it. I know Beautiful You, the one that's retiring, has one of these. So if you have one, just take one of those splashes of color, and we're going to use Smoky Slate. That's probably our lightest gray. And let me get a piece of paper here. Oops, this has got phone numbers and stuff on. All right, so just ink it up. And then we for sure want to stamp off one time because it's too dark that way. And then just go on your main one with that mask on, and it will miss where that jar is. Now it's not floating so much. All right, now we're ready to color, and I won't bore you with coloring this whole thing, but I kind of like coloring. Some of you may not enjoy it. I know I have some in my classes that prefer the solid images. Everybody has their own choice of what they like, but I want to get started on a sunflower to show how I did some of the shading. So as you know, we do not have a bumblebee blend, so you either have to watercolor with bumblebee, but watercoloring on Whisper White sometimes warbles the paint or the paper. So I found that crushed curry works, but again, we don't have a crushed curry blend, so that's why I resorted to Daffodil Delight. So once it's pretty dark, it's not too bad. Then I actually take pumpkin pie, and I always use the stiffer end for this because it's small areas. And I'm just gonna kind of follow those lines in there, and we just need some shading done there. All right, so like that, and then go back with your lighter color, the Daffodil Delight, and just really try to blend where that seam is, where the pumpkin pie meets the Daffodil Delight. That's where you really have to go over. Don't go way to the ends because you want those bright yellow. So see how it just kind of blends in there like that. You can try different colors too, but I like the pumpkin pie. Now for the center, I started with Soft Suede, and I just did the whole thing. I always like to start with the lighter, and then I go with the darker, and I just did the left side of this, like a half moon here. And then always go back with your lighter again, and just get that that seam where the two meet. Okay, that's that. And then for the smaller flower, I did Calypso Coral. We're going to bring in the color that we used for our background, and again, I always start with the lighter. Just color that flower in. Then take your darker one. I love that every color has two shades. You know they're going to match, and just color some lines and just wherever you want, really, no rhyme or reason. And then I even did these in the darker to pull the color up over on that side. Okay, and then again, go back with our lighter and just kind of blend where those two met again. Make sure you don't do it all over because you want some of the lighter shades to stay there. All right, which area haven't we covered? You're gonna do the two sunflowers the same. Oh, for the leaves, I used both light and dark Old Olive. So most of them I did light Old Olive, and like I said, I'm not gonna do all of them, but you can see. And then the dark one, I did the fern or whatever this is, and then all the rest I did the light. And then make sure you color in like the little areas, you know, that have. All right, so let's show you the done one. Here's the one that I finished. All right, now we're just ready to do the finishing touches. I'll move all this over. For this, we are gonna mount it on this piece, Calypso Coral. This is 3 inches. Now look at how anal I am. 3 inches by 4 3/16. Yeah, you need your paper trimmer that has those tiny little increments, but I'm really anal about measurements and stuff, and I like it to fit. So that's why I have, you know, really tiny increments. You could round up, but I like tight fits on mine. All right, so we're gonna put that on the card front with dimensionals. This one we're just going to use snail. And put that here, just center that. And then the last thing is I pre-made a bow. This ribbon is really easy to work with. And take a glue dot off. I use my pick tool and just take one off and then just kind of put it right on the corner here. And then just stick the bow on like that. All right, there's our finished card. Do you like it? Oh, I think it's just so fun for summer, and I love the color combinations. So you are gonna have a really fun time playing with this stamp set. So reminder, class to go if you wanna get in on this. I'm going to be ordering on the 3rd right away, which is the first day that we can order from the new catalog. And so let me know, either email me, click on a link, whatever. But just if you're in the queue, chances are pretty good that you're going to get this bundle right off the bat. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions. And thank you again for joining me. And it's always fun to share projects with you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.